I thought I'd pop up and say hi to you. Just had a fantastic time there, popped up live on TikTok, and tremendous. I mean, a huge, huge reception. So there you go. So a very, very warm welcome to Scottie McClue popping up live just for you to say Dinky-Doo. And here we are together, of course, on YouTube. You can't beat that. So there we are. So if you've got a few minutes, come and join me. Let me know what's what. And it would be lovely to have your company for a wee bit of chit-chat. Scottie McClue live on YouTube just for you and saying Dinky-Doo. Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. Spread the word. So there we are. And we'll get the sharing going and see what everyone is up to. How amazing is that? So we should be across the world on the old YouTube right now. Lovely to have you with us. There we are. There's a live pop-up, random, of course. And I'll get that shared and you can do the same. Marvellous, lovely to have you with us. And Dinky-Doo, welcome, welcome. Just a live pop-up we haven't done for some time. And what I'll do is, you'll be getting a little bit of feedback there. I'll see if I can sort that for you. There we are. Very nice to see you. Excellent stuff. And a very warm welcome. Lovely, lovely. Now, let me know what you've been up to, because I know you'll have been very busy doing all sorts of different things during lockdown. Some of you working from home. I hope you're not working too hard and that you can spare a few minutes to come and rest a while and watch Scottie McClue live just for you, Dinky-Doo, here on YouTube. I think that's very, very important. So feel free to do that. Always lovely to have you with us. And I'll just share it as well. Let everybody know what's what, that we're live now, and get that out there. And as I say, if you can do the same, it's always good. There's the wonderful Susan Shaw. Hi, Scottie. How are you? Hello, Susan. Lovely to have you with us. I haven't popped up for some time, so I thought we'd do a quick random pop-up and just see how everybody's getting on, if they're coping with the lockdown, Susan. So important. There's nothing much on telly, nothing much on radio, of course, and nothing really for the people. I was just saying earlier, I popped up on the Scottie McClue TikTok channel at Scottie McClue. And what a wonderful, wonderful reception I got. Absolutely incredible. So I think we'll be doing a few more TikToks just to let you know, of course, that the radio's coming back within the next few weeks. So you can come and join us there as well. What I'll do is I'll do a bit of sharing here and just let everybody know that we're live. I think that's important. Just pop on the old YouTube channel. There we are, the Scottie McClue YouTube channel. Let everybody know that we're live, and then you can come and join us. Give us a wee thumbs up, and we'll have a wee party, you know, where one or two are gathered together, as they say. And I always think it's incredible how things build and build and build over the piece. I launched a lovely, lovely fan moment. You've probably seen it on YouTube when an international Scottie McClue fan is attending an international tennis match in Washington, D.C. and shouts out to the wonderful Andy Murray, Dinky-Doo Andy from Scottie McClue. And I thought, wonderful stuff. And there's video footage of it, so you can see that. It's a wonderful moment right in front of the world's media too, but you should be able to see that. I'll just put that we're live now, guys. Let everybody know, because as I say, why not? You know, where's the harm in letting people know when you are live? I think it's so important, très important. There we are. Dinky-Doo, Scottie. J-Dog, Dinky-Doo. Lovely to hear from you. How are you? We haven't popped up for some time. But you know, we're going back on the wireless, on the old radio, full phone-in across Europe. So that's going to be big stuff. How's Clyde tonight? Clyde is beautiful, Susan Shaw. He's just been out for a big walk, and you'll see him on the Facebook and on the YouTube. So there we are. Tremendous. I'm great. How are you, Sir J-Dog? We're good, J-Dog. Yes, we're just getting on with it, you know. So looking forward to getting back to work, of course. That's what it's all about, and seeing that everybody's okay. Just going to do a bit of sharing, if you can do the same. Shame, aren't you going to Tenerife? Yeah, I'm not actually going to Tenerife. I don't think I'll be able to do that. So there we are. But we'll work it out. We'll broadcast from perhaps the UK studios, and that would be rather good as well. Who knows? There's all these possibilities, you see. I'm just going to tell everybody we're live now here. Wonderful. Why not? So there we are, live now, and we'll send that out to the page. The big Scottie McClue page is doing rather well. I noticed that the other day. 8,000 people had a wee look at that. You know, I mean, it's just incredible, guys. I'm amazed after all the time. I mean, obviously, I'm going into my 29th year and it made me laugh because everybody said after a week or two, that will not last. The one thing I can tell you is that'll not. 29 years, that's not bad, is it? So there we are, for a temporary job. 29 years of it, that's what we like. Have I sent that to the right place? Yes, I think I have. There it goes, fantastic. And so there we are. No, I think it'll be absolutely wonderful. So you should be able to get that on Ocean FM. And some of you will get it online, some of you will get it in the app. That sort of idea. So there should be lots and lots for you there. I'm just going to share this in a group as well. I think that's quite important. I'll share it to the Scottie McClue group. We'll get that out there. I might be a bit late tonight for some of the oldies. It was interesting. J-Dog, just to let you know, I've just popped up live on TikTok and it was mobbed. Absolutely mobbed. It was tremendous. So there you are. So I was rather impressed. You know, what an amazing setup. There you go. So I'm just sort of giving you the nod there, tipping you the wink. Scottie McClue on TikTok. And we popped up on TikTok the other day with a little TikTok video. 6,000 have seen it, you know. I mean, that sort of thing. Just amazing. These are good figures. I think you'll agree, J-Dog. Fantastic stuff, right? Just let everybody know here that we're on. And as I say, if you can do the same, it's always welcome. Let everybody know what's happening. So there'll be good things there. We've got the Earl Grey, of course. And J-Dog, you would be too young, but the phones will be back, full phones on the talk show. So that's going to be, so it will become very quickly the world's top talk show. Because there's nobody else really doing talk radio the way Scottie McClue does it. There's people talking at audiences and things like that, but there's nobody talking to audiences. So there we go. Good evening, Scottie. Good evening, Anthony. Lovely to have you with us. And Dinky-Doo, I say, I hope you're well and that you're surviving with the lockdown. Very important. Surviving lockdown, very important, Anthony. So I hope things are going okay there. Right, everybody do a share. Get this. Let's get this out there. Let's get this shared big style. And tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. Hello, Scottie. How is one on the cold night? Kareem Zakaria, I notice you have put the moon as your logo. It's a new moon tonight. I've just been out walking the dog, Kareem. And what a fabulous, fabulous night, a winter's night. Very, very cold. Wrap up warm if you're going out, guys. I'm talking hats, scarves, gloves, real Winnie the Pooh stuff out there, you know. But stars, snow, stunningly beautiful. The wee dog enjoying it, a bit slippy slidey, you know, but thoroughly enjoying it. So there we are. So just letting you all know the score there. I think that is incredible. Now, what have we got here? Oh, right. That's marvellous, marvellous, marvellous. What I'm going to do, I'm going to send a tweet, so you better all be helping with what you want on this tweet. I think it's very important. And I'll just put live now. There we are, live now. And we're at YouTube. So I'll pop that in as well. I think that's very important. when we're letting people know, let them know actually where you are, where you're live. Fantastic. Give us a wee thumbs up, like the stream if you can. That's always good stuff. I think the weather's going to get worse at the weekend. It's going to get very, very cold. J-Dog says, TikTok's growing faster. I told you once you reach a K followers, people really start to acknowledge you. Well, incredible tonight, J-Dog, because we just popped up for a little chat and 1,000 people joined me right away, and fantastic messages and what have you as well. So just a wonderful setup. And let's just say I was well impressed. You know, you get the dafties on, of course, trying to be clever, not succeeding, but trying to be clever, you know, that sort of idea, and what have you, but not actually succeeding. So that was incredible. So there we go. Fantastic. Sending you a wee tweet here. Wants to join in. Anything you'd like on the tweet in particular? Because we've got lots and lots of things we could put. There we are. Fantastic. Yes. Lovely. We'll do that. I'll put in some of the football pals, because although I don't really do football, they all love to have the football stuff up there. You know, they enjoy that. So there we are. So there's no reason why we shouldn't. And there we go. Right, what I'm doing, guys, I'm just popping in a few things here. See what's what. And get this tweet off, you see, to let everybody know what's going on, because I know that they like to know if we're live, and this makes a great difference. Apparently, people say, "Oh, I wish I'd known that. I watched that." You know, so what is the score? I say, you know, oh, if I'd only known you were live. You know, I mean, very strange. That's the only problem you've got with social media, is coordinating everything across platforms, because not every platform likes every other platform. You know, all that kind of nonsense. Now, what do we got here? Liked and shared, Scotty. You know, I've been playing Christmas songs because it feels like it. Absolutely. Good for you, Kareem. I did a Christmas message last night, and people go, oh, a bit late, you're a bit late. They don't realise, you know, the Christmas message went out on Christmas Day. Oh, fantastic. Susan Shaw's giving us the thumbs up. Excellent stuff, Susan. Sprained my foot last night while having a few refreshments. I don't know what I did. It's a mystery. Now, Anthony, why are you having refreshments? You could do a McCLUE and just give it all up altogether. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy a light refreshment, but, you know, I just gave it all up, you know, and that was it. That was the end of that. So there we go. Guys, what I'm doing is I'm trying to do all the tweets here and let people know that we're live. If you'd like something on the tweet, then do let us know. You know, I mean, I think that's important. Yes, let everybody know what's happening. And that we're going to be back on the radio as well with the phones, the full bit. So there we go. So I'll be expecting you to be joining me. So, Anthony, you need to take care of yourself. You can't afford to be spraining your foot while having a few refreshments. It's a mystery. Very strange. So you just took maybe half a can of something and your foot sprained itself. There must be something. I once fell off a bar stool. I've been scared of heights ever since. Only giving you the nonsense, a wee bit of nonsense. We like that. We like a wee bit of nonsense, don't we? Why not? So there we are. So are you saying, Anthony, that maybe the refreshment had clouded your judgment a wee bit? Was it a cloudy refreshment? You used to get a wonderful drink called Cloudy Cider. I don't know if that's still about, but it was great stuff. I loved all that. Now, what I'm doing here, I'm just shoving in a couple of the Yes, a couple of the places to let everybody know what's what, and Liverpool as well. They like it. They love a bit of Scottie McClue, the old Liverpudlians, you know. They like Scottie McClue, so they do. Wonderful. We'll do a bit of that as well. Right, I think I'll just send that, guys, rather than muck about, you know. I'll just send this, yes, and let everybody know what is what. What about a bit of live stream? People like that, don't they? Live stream. Yes, so we'll do that, and then we'll send this off. So you should be able to see that tweet now, and if you can retweet it, that would be absolutely fabulous. Absolutely fabulous, I say, and I'll give you a rundown. Looking forward to your radio show, Scottie, says Susan Shaw. Absolutely, Susan, because as you know, somebody had complained about the last one, and it caused no end of trouble. So there we are. So we need to sort that out. But the new one's looking very, very good. 21 polls for Indy, yes. I hope it happens in 2021. Well, it's very interesting because there's a lot of nervousness about in Westminster at the moment, which means it's pretty serious stuff. And have you noticed the media are very big on taking in opposition parties, which are pretty tiny in Scotland, you know? I think, why are you giving these people, airtime? They don't really have any credibility. They're tiny as a party, you know? I remember the old Sweetheart Stout. It was my granddad's favourite. Do you know if they still make it? I'll tell you what you could get in the likes of Paisley and Glasgow. You could ask for a sweet black and tan. A sweet black and tan, and that was a sweet stout and beer, you know, a sweet black and tan. It was actually quite a pleasant drink in the days when I took a light refreshment, you see. Oh, my goodness me. That's amazing. So do spread the word. Tell 10 to tell 10. Guys, is this the right way up on here? I was going to ask you about the old Scottie McClue thing. Is it still the right way up? If I do that, can you all see that? Is that the right way up? So there we are. And that's the TikTok code. You know, if anybody's a TikToker on here, absolutely amazing. So there we go. Yes, J-Dog, it's absolutely huge. So there we are. So I'm enjoying that. It's a great platform. Wonderful stuff. Now, yes, the Sweetheart Stout, all these drinks. Anybody remember a drink that doesn't... I'm getting too old for dancing. This Mac's getting on a bit. Not at all. You're just a boy. You're just a lady. Absolutely fantastic. But do take care of yourself, Tony. You know, how's the old diet going? Yes, it is, says Susan. So she's agreeing with that. Are you agreeing with a sweet black and tan, Susan? It was quite a good drink. Fantastic. I'm just going to see what's happening with that. I've sent that round, guys, and I'm just going to see what's happening with it. That tweet, let you know if anybody's seen it. It's just gone out a few seconds ago, so we'll see what's what. There we are. Right. Now, that's just gone out there, and 50 people have seen it already. 50, right away. Not bad, is it? Not bad. Tell 10 to tell 10. I remember the last IndyRef, the opposition parties spread lies scaring pensioners, saying the pension be taken away. I know, Tony, that was unforgivable. Absolutely unforgivable. And, you hear people saying, oh, we want to head off the opposition. You think, why? It's what's best for Scotland. You see, I'm not a political animal at all. Guys, pardon me, that tweet is going absolutely daft. Check it out yourselves. Go on to Twitter at Scottie McClue and retweet it. Incredible. There we are. Fantastic. Yes, absolutely. There was a lot of lies spread, but there was a lot of lies spread at Brexit, and we're all going to be paying the price. Oh, it's dreadful. Dreadful. In fact, there was a guy who had a fair old bit of responsibility for Brexit complaining about the draconian new laws. You know, you can't have it both ways, can you? I tell you. So there we are, yes, but there was certainly a lot of nonsense at the last IndyRef in 2014. I think that's the thing. And I think that they will fight tooth and nail because Scotland subsidises Westminster to a huge tune. And a lot of the English people don't know that because they've been told a lot of years, you see. So we need to get the truth out there. It's all to do with the truth. And once people get the truth, then they'll realise what is what. But I'm interested in what's best, not what party or any of that nonsense, because McClue always sees the big picture. There we are. And coming out of Europe was very, very silly. Scottie boy, Eddie Doyle, I took your advice. You told me you were missing the pop-ups. So I thought I'll do a wee pop-up and say hi to everybody and Dinky-Doo. So that's where this has come from. Excellent stuff and lovely, lovely to have you with us. Scottie for First Minister for Scotland. Susan Shaw, we have an excellent First Minister. But, you know, it's very interesting because, as I say, I'm not really a political animal, and yet I do know what's best for Scotland. I know my stuff, you see. I've done a lot of study over the last 50 years of research in international affairs, politics, economics, leadership, the monarchy, all these things. And it amazes me when I go on social media and I give people facts and they go, well, that's your opinion. I say, no. That's not my opinion. These are the facts, you see. And I mean, I don't mind either way. I just like getting the truth out there. Fantastic, Scottie. A wee bit cold in Scotland, the new way. Oh, were we not minus 21 or something in the north last night? Minus 21, for goodness sake. Guys, tell 10 about this. Get sharing. Scottie, do you think Wales will ever get independence? I think they're stuck with Labour at the moment. Yeah, but you see, Kareem, if I was running the Labour Party in Scotland, I would say to the Labour Party at Westminster, listen, guys, you're on your own because we're going to go it alone in Scotland and we're going to back independence. Same with the Tories. The Tories should say, listen, we are going to back independence. Drop the unionist thing because that's never going to get them anywhere. You know, it's very interesting. They're standing up at the old dispatch box there, flogging a dead horse, you know? So there is absolutely no point. I sometimes wonder, when you've got an independent parliament for a country, why are your opposition, why are there any unionist parties at all? You know, what's the point in that? The union is 314 years old this year. It's never been a success for Scotland, and it was done by jiggery-pokery, you see? And, you know, that's the historic fact. That's not me telling you any nonsense because, as I say, I am apolitical, you know? I don't do politics. So there we are. So Wales is a principality. It's an interesting one, that. You see, what they're going to have to do, I noticed that Boris Johnson said last week, if you went independent, what would you do about the Queen? Well, the Queen comes with us. And yet, a couple of half-wits were argy-bargying with McClue at the weekend, taking up my valuable time. Oh, we don't want that, we don't want that. You know, you don't have a choice in that. You don't mess about with it. You know, it's that sort of thing. You know, it's very, very strange. The monarchy comes with us. So Wales, yes, it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen in Ireland. And somebody argy-bargying with me about the flag. you know, the Union flag. They call it the Union Jack, but it should only be the Union Jack if it's flying from the jackstaff of one of Her Majesty's ships in the Royal Navy. So there we are. That's what I would say. I think Anthony says, oh, I'd like to say Boris Johnson's actually doing a great job promoting Scottish independence. Well, yes, he's not. You see, any time you talk down to Scots, it irritates them. It triggers them. Because the Scots are a very, very superior race in their own right. In that, in fact, Winston Churchill had to admit this. He said, only the ancient Greeks have done more for civilization than the Scots. And if you take a look at what the Scots have invented, you know, down the years, the list is massive, absolutely massive. So, you know, it's very much a leading nation. And of course, that flag was a 1700s job. So Ireland was not partitioned. You know, so you've now got 4 countries in the one flag. Very, very interesting. Scottie, we need the Queen. We're soon to be a new king for Scotland. We need this economy, etc. It's only 56 pence a year out of your tax. Very well spent. Well, yes, and it's not even that, because, I mean, the Queen's just paid £92 million in tax. You know, they brought in £2 billion. Tourism in this country is worth £210 billion. Brexit has already cost us £200 billion with absolutely nothing to show for it. Oh, for goodness sake. Scottie, what's your thoughts on Donald Trump? Well, Eddie, Donald Trump's gone now, and whatever they're doing or not doing is kind of immaterial. You know, it's very much passé. I think we've got so much to be getting on with that, you know, we don't really need to be argy-bargying about ex-presidents of the United States, you know. But he certainly managed to make quite a spectacle. So there we go. But no, it's not really anything I'd be interested in commenting on next. As I say, it's the past, you know, and I only like to reference history, like I'm referencing the Union of 1707. I'm referencing the Union of the Crowns of 1603. So I'm just referencing these things. But, you know, you actually have to get down to the nitty-gritty of the here and now. So what actually matters is what happens today and what happens tomorrow, you know? And at the end of the day, it's night, you see? So there we are. Lovely to have you all with us. Scottie, have you been vaccinated yet? Not yet, Kareem. Obviously, me being very young, I'm quite far down the old chain. So I haven't had that. Have you had that yet, Kareem? Have you been vaccinated? Eddie says, here's a wee nugget for you. Someone told me, Scottie, you can't alter the past, but you can lay the past on the altar. Wow. Take it to the Lord in prayer, Eddie. Yes, what a friend we have in Jesus. Take it to the Lord in prayer. How amazing. Wonderful stuff. I hope when everybody goes on YouTube, once the radio station starts up, they realize that every single pop-up is different, you know? Amen, Scottie. Absolutely, Eddie. So there we are. In fact, I think, shall we have a wee tune? Shall we just take a minute out to have that as a tune? I think we'd like that, Eddie. So there we are. So I'm going to give you that as a wee tune on the old pipe organ. There's a radio station called Ocean Radio. Yes, Ocean Radio. Ocean FM. So here we go. I'll give you this on the organ. There we go. Keep together. There we go. What about that for you guys? A wee number, I say. What a friend we have in Jesus. Take it to the Lord in prayer. Good night, everyone. Stay safe. Good night, Susan. You take care of yourself, my dear. Many blessings. Susan's off to Bobo's. It must be tricky for Ireland. Everybody say good night to Susan, please. It must be tricky for Ireland. Excellent playing. Clap, clap, clap. Thank you, Kareem. There we are. A round of silent applause because we don't want to deafen every day. There we are. Great organ playing. Always remember Les Dawson playing all the piano keys wrong. Yes, thank you, Anthony. Did I get them all wrong or did I get some right? Good night, Susan, says Eddie Doyle. Night, night, Susan. Susan giving us a wee round of applause. Thank you, my darling. There we are. Excellent. And you stay safe as well, Susan. So, Anthony, what are you telling me? It must be tricky for Ireland, trading with Belfast in the north being part of the UK and Dublin in the south being part of Europe. The majority of Scotland voted to stay in Europe, the same as NI. Absolutely. And we should have been allowed to, actually. So they should have said, look, we've had a look at all the figures. Although the UK is the member, Scotland wants to stay with Europe and Northern Ireland wants to stay with Europe. I even had an idea, and tell me what you think of this. Individually staying in Europe, what about that? So you can apply for your full European passport that gives you freedom of movement and membership of the customs union, so you don't have to worry about customs if you're a member, and you get all the benefits that British people used to have, as we built up the world's top trading bloc over 50 years of peace and prosperity. And I wondered about that, if as an individual you can apply to be a member of the EU, and 62% of Scottish people could just put an application in and get the full passports, you see, and then you don't have any mucking about at airports and things like that. We need to be very careful that nobody politically uses COVID to cover up for the mess of Brexit. I think that's important. Brexit has cost us over £200 billion. There we are. First class playing, Scotty. I thank you, Anthony. Scotty, I've decided not to get a second home in Carlisle, but to get a bigger one in Newton Mearns. Nervous times ahead. Not at all. Very, very wise, Kareem. You just do your own thing, because I think there's a tax in Scotland if you have two homes in Scotland. But of course, Carlisle is south of the border. I'll tell you who's just joined us. Wonderful man. Wonderful Gordon Robertson. Hello, Scotty. Hello, Gordon. Lovely to have you with us. And Dinky-Doo. This was just a wee random pop-up, Gordon, just to say hi, because we hadn't popped up for some time. Although I did a pop-up on Facebook. I hadn't done that, but I was on TikTok tonight. What a fabulous setup that is. Absolutely incredible. And we were mobbed. Nice, Scotty. I'm off to bed to rest my foot. God bless. God bless, Tony and Dinky-Doo. You take care of your dear self. Wonderful. So that was the setup there. Gordon, how are you keeping? How are you and wee Oliver managing in the lockdown? And can you tell me, please, how wee Oliver manages in the snow? I would be interested in that. So there we go. Ooh. I'll just have a wee touch of the... that was lovely, that. That one is tonight. No, that's Yorkshire. Yorkshire 2 tonight. How's your dog with the cold, Scotty? He loves it, Kareem. He doesn't bother. Because of his wee leg, he's a wee bit slip-slidey, as any of us would be at over 100 years old, out in the snow. But he absolutely loves it, and lots of smells. You see, I think, Kareem, what you'll find is that cold weather brings out a lot of scenting for dogs. So you'll probably find your two standing, sniffing stuff for a little bit longer, even with the snow, because I think the cold brings out scenting. I seem to remember that from my country living days. when I lived out in the country. Fantastic. So he absolutely adores the cold. I mean, Labradors are amazing, you know. They're quite remarkable dogs. So there we go. Wonderful to have you all with us, and thank you very much for joining us. What are we doing? I'm just going to check out the tweet, because I sent a little tweet out, and I'm just going to check how many people are on the old tweet. Now, you know we're going back on the radio, folks, so there you are. That's coming up in a few weeks' time. It might even be as early as the 1st of March, but I haven't had that confirmed yet, if you know what I mean. Confirmed. So there we are. It's not been confirmed. So there we are. We're doing fine, thanks, Scotty. Oliver loves the snow, but I think his paws must get very cold. I almost got frostbite while taking the snow off the car yesterday. Yes, the snow is very, very cold, Gordon Robertson. I took the snow off the car after it had fallen, and then in the morning I got up and it was covered in snow again, because I thought this could, you know, the way it freezes and it gets harder to remove, that sort of idea. Now, let me just see on Twitter how many people have followed that tweet, because it's interesting. We're getting a fabulous return. I posted a little video on TikTok and 6,000 people have seen it just the other day. Oh, wow. The tweet guys done very, very well. We're sitting looking at, oh my goodness me, we're looking at 160. 160 people, you know. Now, that's not bad, because I've noticed figures have changed a lot on social media, just because there's so much social media. Scott, who's your favourite comedians? Kareem. Billy Connolly, wonderful man, very, very funny man, very, very, very clever. Ken Dodd, another wonderful man. Met Ken, and knew Ken. He was a Liverpool man, of course, and I worked in Liverpool, and Ken had been a director of the radio station. Kenneth Arthur Dodd, just down as under director, just said K.A. Dodd. So there we are. And we had some lovely chats. So that was it. So great Ken Dodd, man. I can go back to Lex McLean. I love a lot of the present day comedians as well. So I'm a big fan of these. I love Kevin Bridges' stuff. I enjoy that. So there you are. Oh, lots and lots and lots of them. So many, too numerous to mention, actually. Loved, of course, my old friends, Ricky Fulton and Jack Milroy. Stanley Baxter, another wonderful, wonderful comedian. I saw a program on Stanley Baxter just a couple of weeks ago. What a giant of the industry Stanley was, or is I should say. You know, and I mean, Stanley must be a fair age now, but absolutely outstanding actor, dancer, singer, comedian, impersonator, impressionist, you know, anything that man did or touched, just outstanding. And of course, he was from Calvin Side. Scott was watching Fred Dibner last night. Fantastic. Eddie, is he not just amazing? And his humility. He reminds me of my father. My father was an engineer, and he had that sort of way with him. My father could fix anything, buildings and things like that. I remember my father was doing lead work for a church, and he cut out the crosses and everything in the lead to get it blending in with all the stuff from the 14th century or whenever it was. Dorothy Paul's great. Yes, absolutely outstanding again, Gordon Robertson. Very funny lady. You know, very, very talented Dorothy. I've met Dorothy quite a long time ago, because I remember us auditioning at Scottish television. I think during lockdown we all need to laugh. Try and keep a smile. It's the best medicine. Anyone can have your health or your wealth. I did send up the other day of that community meeting So there you are. So you'll see that up on YouTube there. Tremendous stuff. So we did a bit of a send out of that. You do not have authority. I don't know if you saw that. It was quite funny. Scottie, would you say your top 3 most favourite boxers are? Oh, my goodness me. Jim Watt, Ken Buchanan, Muhammad Ali, Henry Cooper. Tremendous stuff. Lots. Yes, absolutely. Going back, Sonny Liston, Joe Bugner, all these fantastic people as well. So, but I'm not a great one for the actual fighting, for the boxing. I'm not big on all that. But, of course, the old Marquis of Queensberry rules. Scottie, good to hear from you again. Alan from Bridlington. Alan from Brid, Dinky-Doo. Lovely to have you with us, and a very, very warm welcome. Just a bit of a random pop-up, Alan, but it's great stuff, and it's good to see everybody. Can everybody give me a like, please? If you're watching right now, could you like the stream? You'll see the wee thumbs up there. Yeah, so they are. Sonny was a great old boxer. Oh, fantastic, I mean, tremendous stuff. And, of course, I was brought up watching these guys. There we are. So that's, yes, that's what I would say. But there's so many talented guys, again, fantastic. Is Ocean Radio also online, Scottie? Yes, online, Eddie. You'll be able to get the apps. So everybody should be able to hear the show. And it promises to be very, very big. Because I can see that being a very, very successful station. Because the competition around at the moment, there's lots of it, but it's not great. Our radio at the moment is really quite poor, I would say, and our television as well. You've not got the giants programming it. When I worked in ITV, you had programmers, giants of men, that could program television stations, get everybody watching. Tremendous stuff. You just don't have that now. You've got these poor souls, these kind of commissioning editors that I've spoken to a few of them, and they say, yeah, no, you're very talented, Scottie, but I think I'll have to say no, because they don't want to put their job on the line. So the viewers don't get Scottie McClue. They don't want to take a chance. They don't want to stick the neck out. And the famous thing in the media industry is, if Lou Grade had been alive today, Scottie McClue would never be off our television screens. I love that. I love hearing that. It's a beautiful thing that goes about. Beautiful thing that was said. Are you going to do the Nightline from the Glasgow area? You're moving away? Yeah, so there we are. Well, probably I'll start off, I may be doing it from the UK to start with, Gordon. I would imagine. I don't know. It depends. Everything depends on all this COVID stuff. You see, that's the whole thing. So I don't really know what will be what, but we'll let you know. But as long as everybody can get it, that's the thing. And that should be happening. If you've just joined us, folks, Scottie McClue is going back on the radio. Full phone in. Yes, not for the faint-hearted, I say. Guys, give us a few likes, will you? Be great to have a few likes, if nobody minds. The Scottish boxer Benny Lynch died young, is buried in Cadder, Glasgow Cemetery. Jerry Nichol, yes, I'll tell you who else is buried in a Glasgow cemetery. The big one out, is it Lamb Hill, the necropolis? The northern necropolis. Is it Lamb Hill, you call it? Out the road from Mary Hill. And in there, I was walking through one afternoon because, I used to like going and just taking a wee look through the cemetery, just remembering people. And you sometimes see people, you think, my goodness, I knew them. And there was Will Fife, CBE, I belong to Glasgow. That's what I think it said on the stone. Not a great big stone, just a nice granite stone with Will Fife, CBE, I Belong to Glasgow, because he was the song I Belong to Glasgow. Give us some more likes, please, guys, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Very important. So happy you'll be in the airwaves again soon. I know, Mega Chelsea. I'll tell you, because what? I get a wee bit fed up. People say, I watched your YouTube, but it's not as outrageous as it used to be. And you think, what are you talking about? We don't have the phones. You know, people seem to forget that. It's a phone-in. Scottie McClue needs his phones. Now, Scottie, I need to go to bed. I'm knackered. It was nice talking. Have a good night. Keep safe. Hopefully speak soon. Kareem, take great care of your dear self. You're a fantastic guy. Look after yourself and sleep well. Everybody say good night to Kareem, please. Fantastic stuff. We thank you. Say night to Kareem. Now, I'm just going to do some more sharing, guys, because I think it's important. I think it's important always to do a wee bit of a share and let people know. Night all. Night, Kareem, and have a lovely, lovely sleep. And now the phone in might get a bit wild, folks. It's just to let you know. So, you know, if you're kind of more the faint-hearted type, then you might not actually, it might not be the thing for you. So there we are. Can you go on Reddit and follow me on Reddit at Scottie_McClue? Thank you very much. Appreciated. Night, Kareem, says Mega Chelsea. Tony Slater, good evening, Scottie. Tony in Chesterfield. Oh, brr. Not as cold as up north. How's Chesterfield doing? So there you are. I'll tell you, you watch, because I think there's been a cold snap in Chesterfield, and I think it's twisted the timbers in the church tower. Because the last time I saw that, it was looking a little bit crooked. So I think that's what's done that. So there you go. We love it. I love the stories where you talk to Chesterfieldonians. What do you call somebody from Chesterfield then? Let's have that. Lovely to have you with us, Tony. You know the phone-in's coming back, of course, so I hope you'll join us then. Scottie, did you see the article of people lining up for food at George Square in the snow and freezing temperatures? My heart goes out to them, Scottie. I did, Eddie Doyle, and it makes my blood boil, because this is a result of this austerity from 12 years ago to get the money back from us to the bankers who had made a mess. And we had this austerity, and there was no need for austerity. I mean, there was about 450 billion quid slopping about in the till at Westminster at the time, so there was no need to take everyone's gold off them, and old ladies selling their wedding rings to get enough to pay the electricity, that kind of stuff. That makes this a very, very not good country politically. And they need to sort things like that out. Nobody should be starving and having to queue for food like that. You know, and I mean, I know what it's like to be very, very short. I know what it's like for things to be extremely tight and that sort of idea. But, you know, people shouldn't be having to queue for food in Scotland in 2021 in the winter. You know, so that's sort of, so I mean, you know, if they're wondering why Scotland wants independence, take a wee look at that and have a think. You know, that's what I would say. When does the phone-in start exactly? Mega Chelsea, we don't know exactly. It could be any time from the 1st of March onwards. There are. It breaks my heart that anyone at this time in history may not have home or food in their tummy. Absolutely, Mega Chelsea, you know. Shocking, shocking, shocking. I mean, these things, the Jarrah Crusades of the 30s, you know, the George Square in 1918, 1919, you know, that sort of idea, Red Clydeside. People had fought a First World War and a Second World War. And when you think about it, when we were in the EU, everything was pretty rosy. You know, we should never be coming out. Piece of nonsense. I count my blessings, Scottie. Count your blessings, name them one by one. and it will surprise you what the Lord hath done, Eddie Doyle. I can tell you that, absolutely. So I think, you know, we all should be counting our blessings. Mega Chelsea, that's fantastic. That's really good to hear from you. Everybody give me a like. Everybody give me a subscribe. Fantastic. The numbers aren't huge at the moment, but they will grow and grow, because from little acorns, great oaks grow. I'm just looking at the time. It's time I wasn't here. It's 11 o'clock. My goodness me. 11 o'clock. What is going on? I think we all count our blessings, Eddie, to be honest with you. There we are. Still got a little bit of the old tea left here. Oh, that's absolutely lush, beautiful stuff. Fantastic, guys. So there we go. Now, I think what we'll do, it's been lovely, lovely to be with you tonight. Take great care of your dear selves. And we'll hopefully have a few more pop-ups. Keep an eye on Facebook, eye on TikTok at Scottie McClue. Go and see some of the brilliant stuff on there, and you'll get a smile. It'll cheer you up during lockdown. There we are. You'll get a grin. Right, I'll sing you the goodbye song. Are we ready? Join it. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Take care, everybody, as you go. Goodbye, everybody. Auf Wiedersehen. Au revoir and a cheerio. Take care of your dear selves, my loves, and we will all catch up soon. The phone-in's coming back. Entertainment is coming back to Europe. How amazing is that? From me, Scottie McClue, to every single one of you, stay safe, and as we say in the best of circles, Dinky-Doo.